Christine is leading her local chapter of a nationwide group of over 30,000 members. She found a community of moms, people she could relate to at a time she needed it the most. She hopes that her story and her fight with depression helps other women like her in the group. But most importantly, she found herself again. For Faces of Torrance, I'm your host, Jessie Pierre, speaking to ordinary people doing extraordinary things. So over 200 officers are wearing these body-worn cameras. They'll attach directly inside their shirts, and they record by pressing a button. And that's not all, because officers have another set of eyes inside their units right over here. For the 6th year in a row, Los Angeles has taken the top spot for having the worst traffic in the United States. As you can see behind me, this is just a little taste of the daily struggle Los Angelinos face. According to the latest report by INRIX, a transportation firm, drivers spent more than 102 hours on average in gridlock last year. So we're here to celebrate Bootsy Collins with his music release party, as well as a live video shoot. What is it about funk music that sets it off for you? So the dancing performances are not the only thing to be remembered tonight, because the costumes, can you tell me a little bit about, how did you come up with this look? Why is this performance different from any other for you?
Well, it's Honda that's putting this on. They're the ones that have got all the local, they turned it into a beautiful lounge area. The music wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
And if you've noticed any missing shingles, leaks, or cracks, it's probably a good time to contact an expert and have the overall condition of your roof fully inspected. There are just a few days left as an emergency road repair project comes to an end this week. The California Department of Transportation has been, so I know you'll be able to accommodate new vendors. How many do you have currently, and what new vendors should we be looking forward to? Chick-fil-A lovers came dressed to impress to get their hands on free food today in honor of Cow Appreciation Day. And for people who don't really know about the Roosevelt Association, can you give me a little background? What does your organization really do? Over 200 area students were on the field, and after doing some stretches, everyone was warmed up and ready to run. Balloons outlined the track, and volunteers were placed at 3 stations on the course to make sure that anyone who ran by were covered in vibrant colored powder. All of the students behind me are celebrating. They have just finished running 2.4 miles. This is the finale and the final color splash. And together, students also were given a chance to write notes to honor Jesse Esforts, a fellow classmate who tragically died in a car accident recently. The notes will be delivered to his family, and for many students like Noel Soto, this run was for him.
I think that it's really nice of us to be contributing all of this to Jesse. We're doing it for Jesse. We're all here for Jesse. We're all coming together.
This color run was all about solidarity, and the sentiment was felt throughout the event. Competitors put their dancing shoes on for the 5th annual Dancing with the South Bay Stars and really looked forward to their performances at the Armstrong Theater.
And he has a little bit of everything, a little bit of hip-hop and jazz, musical theater stuff. So it's everything but the kitchen sink, I guess.
I haven't danced for a number of years, and I just felt that it would be really special to kind of go back to my roots and be able to be a part of this.
With all the fun came months of hard work. In November, the stars blindly drew names and were paired up with a professional dancing partner, and practice soon began.
We make it work. We make a few sacrifices to get together and at least try to practice once or twice a week for a couple hours.
And while the dancers hope to impress the audience, their main goal is to fundraise for their charity of choice. It's a sold-out event with over 1,000 guests dressed in their best evening wear, ready to eat, drink, and fundraise.
This year it's really special because we've combined 2 events, our annual Evening Under the Stars with our For Our Children event, which is also celebrating its 30th year.
We are very grateful to Honda. We as a hospital have received their generosity, but I think the community at large has really benefited.
Millions of dollars have been raised over the years to help provide the best health care for children in the South Bay. But this year, proceeds will also help renovate Torrance Memorial Medical Center's North Patient Tower, which will house new pediatric units. Nearly 35 vendors joined forces to make this event come alive. But one of the highlights was the soulful tunes of Kenny G.